come to San Francisco with a camera in your hand, trust me, the first thing you want to do is hop on one of these great classic cable cars. However, there's 3 of them, 3 lines of cable cars. This one that I'm standing on happens to be the best, Fisherman's Wharf, Hyde and Beach. Best for photos. We're going to go on all 3 of them today on PhotowalksTV. Check it out. The cable car ride is a fantastic way to see San Francisco on an iconic route that was first created way back in 1873, and it hasn't altered in all these years. To ride the car, you can buy a one-way ticket or do as I did, download the Muni Mobile app for an all-day pass, which is cheaper than buying tickets on the car. This enabled me to go on all 3 cable car lines as many times as I wanted to in one day. We'll start at Beach and Hyde, which is at the western edge of Fisherman's Wharf, 1 block from iconic Ghirardelli Square. The Powell Hyde line starts off by passing the historic Buena Vista Cafe, which is known for inventing Irish coffee. From there, it's up the hill. You will swing by many San Francisco classics, past Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world, and looking back down the hill on a good day, you'll see a great view of Alcatraz Island. Aside from that, as you can tell, we will weave through wonderful San Francisco neighborhoods like Russian Hill and Nob Hill, passing homes, apartments, shops, and the like, and pick up a little bit of Chinatown and North Beach as well, before ending at the urban center of Union Square and Powell and Market. There you can go about your business or get off the train, stand in line, and take the cable car all over again. This time you'll be looking at the world from the other side of the car. So I think the beauty of Photowalks is that when you slow down, you see things that you would never notice in a drive-by. On foot or when you let other people do the driving, the world looks pretty amazing through a camera lens. Look, there's a small branch of the San Francisco Public Library, something I probably wouldn't have noticed in a drive-by. Pretty building, don't you think?
Hey Google, set alarm for tomorrow morning at 5:15 a.m.
Now, one big word of advice I have for everybody is to arrive at the cable car early between the 7 and 8 hour before the crowds come out, and they will. Your advantage is prime seat position. There are only 8 seats outside on the cable car. From here, you get great photographer advantage, and the early morning lighting is fantastic. I took the cable car again later in the day, and at that time, I was forced to sit inside and shoot through the window. It's just not the same. Take a look. Let's welcome a new sponsor to PhotowalksTV, Mylio Photos. Mylio is software that takes all of your images and video from all those devices, you know, like laptops and computers and phones and tablets, and puts them into one central home. Now, you could do that with Apple's iCloud or Google Photos, but you would constantly be nagged that you're running out of room and have to spend more money. Mylio is a new twist to cloud backup because it marries a classic home hard drive with online access. Do me a favor and go check out Mylio. There is a free 30-day trial at mylio.com. Now, back to PhotowalksTV. Video gives you so many different angles on the cable car. You can do the inside of the car, the top of the car, the side view, the people running the car. And if you've got a recent smartphone or mobile camera, you shouldn't have any issue with camera shake on the cable car. Now, if you're wondering how I got these shots of myself, it's because I mounted an Insta360 camera onto the cable car. The people running it were very nice and didn't mind me doing this. The Insta360 camera has 2 lenses. I was able to look frontwards and backwards at the same time and then adjust the shot that I wanted in post-production. I also shot both stills and video on the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which has wonderful stabilization. These shots are so smooth, don't you think? A highlight for me, crossing other cable cars. You get really, really, really close. Where else but a San Francisco cable car could you do a shot like this? The Powell Mason line is the most popular of the 3 routes, and it goes through similar terrain as the Powell Hyde line, minus the Alcatraz and Lombard Street sightings. The least popular line is the California, which is unfortunate as it's a whole lot of fun and very photogenic too.
You get it at the bottom of California Street by the ferry building, and you will ride through the financial district. And that's where I got this wonderful shot of the Taddage restaurant, which is the oldest restaurant in California, dating back to, would you believe, 1849? You'll continue all the way up to that most iconic of San Francisco shots, the cable car barreling down California and Powell in Nob Hill by the Fairmont Hotel. This is what we saw on the old Rice-a-Roni boxes of the 1960s. This street is a major photographer magnet, although if you want my advice, go up 1 block further to Mason Street and you'll get a better, higher perspective. The California line goes past Polk Street and ends at Van Ness, where unlike the other lines, you don't have to buy another ticket to continue the ride. Once the cable car turns around, you can get off and back on for one more ride down the classic California Street Nob Hill dash downward.
No left turn, keep straight. No left turn.
So what do you think? Worth it? San Francisco cable cars? I think so. I hope you agree with me. Let's hear from you in the comments below. Look for me on Twitter or Instagram where I'm at Jefferson Graham. Don't forget, the best deal in town is an all-day pass on the app. Way better than just paying for 2 one-way tickets. Trust me on that one. Check out the PhotowalksTV newsletter, jeffersongraham.substack.com, and you know what? I'll see you on the next photo walk because I think this cable car is about to take off. Bye-bye.